Welcome back. I'm Matt from BD Dev Adventures, and this is a concept to completion series where I help you finish your game with real-world planning tools. In the last episode, we talked about setting SMART goals, clear focused targets that guide your project forward. But now the question is, how do you actually work towards these goals day by day? Today we're turning your goals into bite-sized tasks that keep your momentum strong and help you finish what you start. Goals are your destination, milestones and tasks are the path. It's one thing to say build and test a prototype by the end of the month, but what does that actually look like this week, or even today? That's where milestone planning comes in. I like to think of game development in natural phases. You have the prototype, the raw playable proof of concept, the first playable, enough systems to show off the core gameplay, alpha, all major features are in, polish pass, improving visuals, UX and performance, and then release, where you're shipping your game to the world. These milestones help you track progress and build confidence. You're not stuck in work in progress forever. You're moving through stages. You're making progress. Break your milestones into tasks. Once you've picked a milestone, list all the things you need to happen to get there. If we expand on the example in the last video of build and test a prototype level with basic player movement and one enemy type by the end of the month, your task might be build basic player movement, set up placeholder level geometry, add a simple enemy with pathfinding, and create a restart button. Keep tasks small and clear. Instead of work on UI, say implement pause menu layout. That specificity helps you start, which is often the hardest part. This is a method I've used everywhere, from indie dev to full-scale software rollouts. When I was leading tech rollouts at a university, we had a huge multi-department project, but every phase was mapped out clearly. Everyone knew what their task was and when it was due. The same goes for my dev work. Whether I'm working solo or with a team, I always break big goals down into weekly chunks and daily tasks. It's the only way to stay sane and actually finish. If you're a solo dev, this is even more critical. When there's no team to keep you accountable, having visible progress is how you stay motivated. Even writing down fix player jump bug and crossing it off at the end of the night can give you a tiny morale boost, and that momentum is very powerful. Make sure you visually track your progress. I'm a big fan of Trello for this, but use whatever works for you. Sticky notes, Notepad, or Google Doc. The important thing is that your milestones and tasks aren't living in your head. Get them out, make them visible, make them real. And the small wins matter. This isn't just about project management, it's about mindset. Every time you check off a task, you're proving to yourself that you can move forward. And that's how unfinished games become finished ones. In the last episode, you wrote down a SMART goal. Now let's take it further. First, decide on which milestone your goal fits under. Is it part of your prototype, first playable, or something else? Then break that goal into 3 to 5 small clear tasks. Something like set up a basic player controller, add jump and run animations, test movement on a test level. Share your milestone, your goal, and at least one task in the comments. I'd love to see what you're working on and cheer you on. And if you're finding this series helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, where we'll talk more about how a simple plan can keep your project on track, even when life gets in the way.